Hi everyone. So we will see about part 3 of CELC in this video. I am going to explain about find other facility and child enrollment facility in this part 3 video. So we can able to find the other number of the residents using this find other facility in CELC client, and we can do new enrollments for the children's below 5 years using this CELC client. So we will see the procedures and guidelines to be followed in the CLC client in this session. So after successful installation and configuration, so we can able to enroll the children using this client. So first part 1 and part 2 we have seen about the basics things of CLC client and how to install and register the clients in the part 1 part 2 video. So in this part 3 we will see about find other and enrollment facility which is involved in this CLC client. So we need to log in the client in every day before starting the enrollment. So this is the login page which we can be able to open from the CLC client. So once you tap the CLC icon in the tablet desktop, then you will get this operator login page. So as an operator you have to enter your operator Aadhaar number, then your biometrics. So you have to capture your any one of the fingers using the single fingerprint device. Then if you just click the login button, then you can able to log in the CLC client. So before login, so you have to ensure that whether this internet is connected with this device and your GPS location is on or not. So GPS location should be enabled and internet should be connected before starting the CLC client. So these two things you have to ensure before starting the CLC client. So once you log in with the operator ID, then you can able to get this client homepage. So client homepage we can get some different icons. So first icon will be used to enroll the children's. So we will see about the descriptions of these icons. First icon is enrollment icon. We can open the enrollment page by tapping this icon. So we can, if you want to enroll the children, you have to click this enrollment icon button in this home page. So otherwise if you want to add the operator, then you can click this operator icon. This function is used to add the operators in the client, so you can add multiple operators also in this CLC client. Then third one is upload icon. This function is used to upload the data and send it to CIDR UID database. It means only for those packets which have not been uploaded during the enrollment. So using these clients we can enroll the children. So once this enrollment of the children is completed, then packets will be auto uploaded to the CIDR. If you have any issues in the internet, then packet will be stored locally in the CLC tab. So once it is connected to the internet, we can open this upload option in the settings homepage screen. Then you can upload the pending packets to CIDR without any issues. So if you have any pending packets, you can do this exercise to upload the packets without any delay. Then fourth option is settings option. So this function is used to perform client settings like deregistration, operator addition, deletion, and view the operator list, then view the enrollment register, and sync, operator sync and client sync. So which we have seen in the part 2 video. So this will be used to sync the client and operator sync, client deregistration, then operator addition also will be there in the client settings options that we have explained already in the part 2 video. If you have any doubts, you can just refer the part 2 video to know about these settings options. Then next one is find Aadhaar. So find Aadhaar is used to find the Aadhaar number of the residents. So that we'll see briefly in further further slides. Then BR and push. So this function is used to perform the push the enrollment ID to the RGA server only for those packets which have not been uploaded during the enrollment. Same way, if you are doing with the doing enrollments with RGA based enrollments like BRN number or RGA number, BAN number, so we can, if any pending packets are there, then we can use this BRN push option to send the packets to CADR, UID CADR, and similar way to RGA server. Then mobile update, so this option will be used to update the mobile number and mail ID of the residents. It can be done for more than 5 years residents also. Then last option is MOU list. This function is used to show the EID of the mobile update, so we can see the MIS reports of the mobile update, how many we have done mobile update and mail ID update using this kind, so that we can able to see in the MOU list using this icon. So these are the options are available in the client homepage. Then we will see about the find other facility. So find other is used to find the Aadhaar number of the residents if resident have forgotten or lost his or her Aadhaar number. This can be done using either any one of the details like UID, EID, ENO, or few demographic details like name, mobile number, mail ID, district, state, etc. Name and PIN code details are mandatory demographic fields to find the Aadhaar number of the residents. So we will get this screen once you enter into the find Aadhaar option. So we can able to find the Aadhaar number of the residents who have forgotten their Aadhaar number or EID or mobile number, if anything. So if they knows any details like EID or UID is nothing but Aadhaar number, then ENO is nothing but first 4 digit of your EID. So if they knows any one of this, then we can find the Aadhaar number and Aadhaar details of the residents using this option. So otherwise we can able to find the Aadhaar number using few demographic details also. But if you want to find the Aadhaar number using demographic details, then name and PIN code fields are mandatory. So this should be matched with the Aadhaar database. Then only we can able to find the Aadhaar number of the residents. So first we'll see about the features of EID, ENO, UID. So this is the screen we will get if you want to find from the EID, ENO or UID. So you have to enter the details. It can be UID or EID or ENO. So after entering these details, just click that, touch the authentication box. Then it will be enable the single fingerprint to capture the biometrics of the residents. So they can give any one finger of the residents. So if it is matches, if this EID or UID or ENO and with the fingerprint or matches with the previous database which are available in the UIDS EIDR, it means UID database, then it will fetch the details of the Aadhaar number. Then we can able to print the Aadhaar using this Aadhaar number or some other details. Then so once you enter this, then we can click the send request button. Then it will find the Aadhaar number if it is matches with the CADR. If you want to find from the demographic details, so you have to enter the demographic details like name, email ID, mobile number, care of option, and state, district, pin code, and year of birth. So in this name and pin code, district is mandatory fields. So without this we cannot find the details of the residents in the CADR. So other than this, we can give any details which is known by the residents. So one thing, we have to ensure that these details are given by the residents in the first enrollment, previous enrollments. Otherwise we cannot able to find the details from the CADR. So once it is matches, so it will just check with the CADR using like we will see the screen like in this slide. So it will validate from the CADR. Then once it is validated, then we can able to, once it is validated, if it gets success, then we can able to find the Aadhaar number and other details of the residents using EID, ENO or using some demographic details. So using this way we can find the Aadhaar number of the residents. This will be used for enrolling children because some parents or guardians, they may not bring the Aadhaar number, or they may not bring the Aadhaar letter to enroll the children. So that time we can use this facility to find the Aadhaar numbers or to find the mobile number of the residents. Then we can go for child's enrollments. So then we'll see. So we have completed about the find Aadhaar facility, procedures and how to process. Then we can just go to the child enrollment steps. So if you want to enroll the children, you have to tap the enrollment button, which is available on the screen. This is the first option in the home page screen. If you just tap the enrollment button, then it will ask the parents authentication first, because parents or guardians Aadhaar number and their authentication is required for enrolling the children's. So we have to ensure the parents and guardians or guardians Aadhaar number and their authentications. Then only we can able to enter into the child's enrollment details. So we have to enter the parents or guardians Aadhaar number in the screen. So you have to enter 12-digit Aadhaar number of the parents or guardian. Then you have to select the gender of the residents. Then you can get the biometric authentication using the single fingerprint device. Then we can authenticate. So once it is authenticated, if it can be success, then we can be able to log in into the enrollment page for enrolling the children's for 0 to 5 years. First we have to enter the children name if it is available. So if you enter the children name manually, then you will get one notification like please download and install keyboard app from Play Store. It means, so it will ask you to install the unique keyboard in the tablet. So this unique keyboard will be used to type the details of the residents in local language. So we can able to type in many languages. So that settings will be there in this Indie keyboard option. So first we have to install this Indie keyboard. So you will get the application using Google Play Store. Otherwise, if you just enter this demo details of the children, then automatically one pop-up menu will be displayed in your tablet. Then you can just click this install button. Then it will forward to your Google Play Store. Then you can install the Indie keyboard. Just click this install button, then just click accept button. Then you can complete the installation. Then once you completed the installation, you can just open that application, Indie keyboard application. So you have to configure this Indie keyboard. First step will be enable the settings. So you have to enable the Indie keyboard option in your tablet. So it will be basically default, it will be system keyboard. Then just change it to Indie keyboard option. Just enable the Indie keyboard option as it is given in the right side page, right side screen. Just enable that one. Then second option, you have to switch the input to English from this Indie keyboard option. Then third option will be just activate your languages. So if you want to enable Tamil, then you can just enable the English and Tamil option. If you want to enable Kannada, if you want to enable Telugu, if you want to enable Malayalam, this can be done using this option. So based on your local language, you just enable the settings in this configure language option. So once it is done, so I have given the sample screenshot in this screen. So in this screenshot just be given for Hindi. So same way you can enable for your as per your local language option. Then finally you can complete this option. So based on your selection, your keyboard will be enabled in the enrollment screen. So like this option you will get. So if you want to change the keyboard option, so you can just click this spacebar option in the keyboard. Then you can change the local language option also. So based on your local depends on your state and depends on your local language, depends on the residence local requirement. We can able to change the local language option also using this Indie keyboard facility. So once it is done, just go to home page, then language settings option will be there. Just open that language settings option, just enable the transliteration settings also, because transliteration settings will be used to translate into your local language from English. So we can, if you don't know the typing of local language, you can just type the details in English, then it will be translated into your local language. If you enable this transliteration settings option, just do this one, that will help you to translate your local language in the keyboard option. So this also will be mandatory to complete the enrollments of the children using CLC. So this enrollment option slide will be looks like this only. So once you enter into this, so just click this name field in the child enrollment light line screen, then it will send you to installing the Indie keyboard option. If you install this Indie keyboard already using Play Store, so this option won't be available in the screen. So you can just continue the enrollments without any installations. So this can be done before enrollment also. If it is not done before enrollments, then it can be done in the first time of the first children of the enrollments using the CLC client. So this is the one time activity. So this should not be done every time. So if you want to change the language next time, then you can be able to change the language using this spacebar option in the keyboard. So otherwise installation is not required for every time, each and every time. So once you done this settings of the Indie keyboard, then you can continue the children's enrollments, child enrollments. Then we can start filling the demographic information of the children. First, following demographic information of the children needs to be captured. So what are the details of the children needs to be filled, then that will be explained in this slide. So first, name field. So name of the children, we have to enter into this first name field option. The name has to written in full, no salutations such as Mrs. etc. to be used, because we should not use salutations in other name field. That is common for children also, even more than 5 years residents also. If children name is not given, then the name should be captured as a baby number of mother's name. So example, baby 1 of mother X, or baby 2 of mother X, or baby 1 of father X, father mean baby 2 of father X, like that we can give the name. So some residents will bring the birth certificate without the name of the children. So in that scenario, we can just enter the baby name as baby 1 of mother's name, or baby 1 of father's name, as per parents availability or as per guardians availability. So that even without name also we can do the children's enrollments using the CLC client. Even it is applicable for ECMP also. Once this name is updated into the birth certificate by the parents, then they can come to the ASKs, then they can update the name after generation of Aadhaar for the children's. It can be done below 5 years also, even more than 5 years also. But Aadhaar number is same for lifetime for the children. So Aadhaar number will not be changed even if it is updated after 5 years, or if it is updated before 5 years also. So name field we can capture without the name of the children. So that time we can give baby 1, baby 2, like this. Depends on the mother's or father's availability of the enrollment time. Then we can go to date of birth field. Date of birth of the child to be chosen from the calendar, that will be enabled as a pop-up menu. So you can just select the year, then month, then date of the date, depends on the date of birth of the children. Then you have to select the gender of the children, either male, female or transgender, based on the birth certificates. Then acknowledgement mobile capture. So mobile number for the enrollment confirmation. As per the printout of the acknowledgement slips are not given to the child's parent. The enrollment acknowledgement information as well as all the status till Aadhaar generation is sent to the mobile number as well as registered mobile number of the parents whose biometric will be authenticated in the process of enrollments. So mobile number of the parents should be captured in the enrollment time. This will be used for future reference. So using this acknowledgement SMS, so they will get one 28-digit EID. That EID will be used to check the status of the enrollment and used to download the EAR of the children. This can be used for any future reference for the other processes. So that should be stored by the parents. So due to this purpose, mobile number of the parents should be captured in the child enrollments. So first we have to enter the child name, then auto transliteration will be enabled in this CLC. So you will get in the local language also. If any correction is there in the local language, you can edit the local language name also, because it is editable field. Then gender, date of birth, then mobile number of the parents. Then you have to capture the parents Aadhaar number. It can be mother's Aadhaar number or father's Aadhaar number. Then you have to capture the child's photograph. So you have to follow some procedures while capturing child's photograph. So you have to ensure the child position. So child can be sits in the parents lap, but you need to ensure that dual face should not be captured in the child photographs. While capturing the child's photograph using web camera or this camera in the CLC client, you can capture the child's photo without any white background screen, but you should be careful while capturing the photographs, because dual photographs should not be enabled in the child's photo. So example we given in this slide. So first photograph is captured only with the child's face, so that is approved, even permitted. So second photograph we can able to see the partial face of the mother's, though it is not allowed as per UID guidelines. So we have to ensure this before going for further process. So we can adjust the camera. So it's a handheld tablet, so we can move the tablet to capture the children's photographs. So focus, it is autofocus camera function is available in this CLC client. So just we can move the tablet, then it will be focused automatically for the children. So once it is focused automatically, we can able to capture the children's photograph without any issues. So enrollee expression. So UID given some relaxation to capture the children's photograph. There is not required, there is no white background screen is required for capturing the photo of the children. Even sleeping position, even smiling position of the children also we can capture the child's photograph, because once these children crosses more than 5 years, above 5 years, we are going to update the biometric information of the children. So UID given relaxation for capturing the children's photographs in the CLC. So we can able to even we can capture the children's photograph with any expression without any white background screen. It is allowed as per UIDAI for enrolling 0 to 5 years. So they should not wear the eyeglasses, accessories. They should not bring any accessories. So photo capturing is manually we have to capture this child's photograph. So we have to click that child's photograph wide screen, then it will be captured automatically. So even we will get one capture button also to capture the children's photograph. So picture quality, we have to ensure the picture quality of the photograph before completing this children's photograph. So backdrop, so white background screen is not required. It's not mandatory for enrolling the children's for below 5 years, but above 5 years cases it is mandatory, because we are seeing about only 0 to 5 years. So using the CLC we can able to do only for 0 to 5 years children. If it is date of birth crosses more than 5 years, even within a day also, if it crosses one day also, we cannot able to capture, we cannot able to enroll the children for 0 to 5 years. So white background screen is not required for 0 to 5 years children's photographs. So then capturing POR documents. So this function is used to capture the POR relationship documents. So POR documents are there as per UID guidelines. So if they provided birth certificate of the children, if it is registered with the state government, then we can just scan the birth certificate. So public distribution system, PDS card, ration card, CGHS or state government, ECHS, ESIC medical card, army canteen card, passport, birth certificate, Narega job card and pension card, and any other document prescribed by state or UT government as per POR document which is given by the UIDAI are accepted in the CLC client. So you can refer the UIDAI website to know about the POR documents, valid POR documents. So basically we can capture the birth certificate of the children for enrolling 0 to 5 years. If they don't have a birth certificate, then we can go with any other POR document which is prescribed by UIDAI. So you can just take the photograph of the proof. You have to ensure whether it is clearly captured or not. If it is not clear, so the validation will not happen successfully in the UIDAI site, then packet will be rejected. So you have to ensure while scanning the POR document, so you have to ensure that whether it is clearly visible, whether the contents are clearly visible, whether you have scanned the proper document, whether. Then one more thing, we have to scan only original document of the POR, because we should not scan any Xerox copies. Some state governments they are giving only printouts, so that is also accepted as per UIDAI norms. So we can just take the digital signatured birth certificates for enrolling 0 to 5 years. Otherwise we can take any other POR documents to complete the child enrollments. So if child is not having any without parents, then we can go with guardian based enrollments also. So guardians, like some homes will be there, so we can use that homes in charge Aadhaar number to enroll the children's. So we are capturing parents Aadhaar number also in the CLC client. So we have seen the parents authentication process in the previous slide also. So same way we have to give the parent Aadhaar number, either mother or father, then we have to give the fingerprint of the parents. Then once it is authentication successful, we can go for review. So like this screen we will get in the CLC enrollment screen. So once we enter the details properly, then we can get the right tick mark, green color right tick mark in the every fields which are mandatory. So we have given some fake date of birth, fake mobile number, fake Aadhaar number in the screens. So like this we will get some successful message. Once it is captured, photograph captured, then document is scanned, then we can authenticate parents fingerprint using father or mother. then we can just click the review button. Once you click the review button, we can see the final review page. It should be verified with the parents, because name are entered correctly or gender is any gender they have to check, date of birth they have to check. If any mistakes are there, we can just go back to the enrollment page, then we can edit. If it is success, if it is with no errors, no fields needs to be edited, then we can just click the operator authentication screen. Then as an operator has to authenticate using any one of the finger. If it gets success, then we can complete the enrollment. So operator authentication requires operator Aadhaar number also. So before go for authentication, we have to enter the operator Aadhaar number. So it will be, so it is manually entered is not entering is not required, because it will be auto populated using this Aadhaar details which are added in the client. It will be auto populated. So you can just see the Aadhaar number in the operator Aadhaar number of the operator in the operator Aadhaar field. Just enable the operator authentication box, white color box in the screen, then it will be single fingerprint device will be enabled for authentication. Then you can give any one finger of the operator, then you can complete the authentication. So you will get the authentication success message also in the below authentication screen. Then you can complete the enrollment using complete enrollment button in the enrollment review screen. Once it is completed, then it will ask you the parent disclosure. So it is nothing but, so as per Aadhaar Act, so we have to get the parents disclosure also for every enrollments. So here I am just reading for your reference. I confirm that information provided to UIDAI of my child is true, correct and accurate. I am aware that my children information will be used for generation of Aadhaar and authentications. I understand that my child identity information may be provided to an agency only with my consent during authentication or as per the provisions of Aadhaar Act. I have rights to access my child's identity information following the procedures laid down by UIDAI. So just we are giving consent to UIDAI, like, so this information can be used only for Aadhaar generation authentications. So they will not share any biometric of information of ours to any authority, so that we are giving disclosure. So even we have a rights to access our data whenever it is required. So that disclosure we are giving in the screen. So just click yes button in the screen, then your enrollments will be completed. You will get an enrollment ID in the pop-up menu. So this can be entered manually, then we can hand out to the residents. And one more thing, the same enrollment ID will be delivered as an SMS to the registered mobile number of the children. So anyway, we used to capture one mobile number using the while capturing demo of details of the children. So the same mobile number, one SMS will be received from UIDAI with the enrollment ID. This enrollment ID can be used for future reference, for like they can check the status of this enrollment. Once it is Aadhaar is generated, they can download the e-Aadhaar of the children using this EID. So like this purpose, they can use this enrollment ID for future references. So you will get one more message also, like upload successful. So once enrollment is completed, packet will be uploaded successfully to the UIDAI server automatically. If it connects with internet properly, then your packet will be reached to CADR for Aadhaar generation process. So this process will be taken from 0 to maximum 7 days. Otherwise it will take more than 90 days also, based on the data given in the enrollments. So maximum for 0 to 5 years children, we can able to get the Aadhaar number within 3 days or maximum 7 days. So you will get one text message also after successful Aadhaar generation from UIDAI. So once you get the message, Then you can go to any cyber center. If you have any laptop, you can download the e-Aadhaar from UID website that I given in one more video. So how to download the e-Aadhaar also, we can if you want, you can just refer to my channel. So I have posted e-Aadhaar procedures also in one video. You can refer that video to download the e-Aadhaar of the children. So we have completed the process of child enrollments which are involved in the CLC client. So using this video, we can able to understand the process and guidelines which are involved in child enrollment and find other facility. So thank you. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe this channel. If you have any doubts, just please do comment. If you have any doubts, I will just clarify based on your comments. Thank you.